the gas, I be going.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Browns' leader at quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Browns and the Commanders next on EA Sports.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Cleveland. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. On play action, they'll throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got it complete to Rodgers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
2nd and 6. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wood. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Wood.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
First down, Washington.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wood.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that had you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Browns! A great effort there. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Ball at the 26, second and 7.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wood.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. This is caught. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there, with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The York on now for the extra point.
Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he returns this to the 22. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Looking to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
York able to send this one through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a good run. It doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hicks. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man complete. That's Wood. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Second and 15. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on third down.
Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
And he'll be kicking into the wind in the fourth quarter now.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll look to throw again. And Rodgers has it over on the right side.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows? You might get on one of those magical runs.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Washington going to send out their punter.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Now a handoff looking right.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
31 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Washington, they get that important 10th win to finish the regular season at 10-7.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks.